family at Sandy Point Village Hotel. Enjoy our various studio and suite apartments, self-contained with their own kitchenettes and Wi-Fi. We also have our famous 100-foot swimming pool and our beachfront restaurant, the Steak and Lobster Grill. And our location in Crown Point puts us near the center of activity from the nylon pool to the local nightlife. Call us and make your reservations at 639-8533, 389-2378 or email us at sandypointvillagehotel@gmail.com.
In this day of stay at home and work from home, home has never meant more than it does today. Whether you're looking to buy, rent, or build your new home, now is the time to get going. Gittins & Gittins real estate agents are here to take you to that place of your dreams. Let us take you home. We help you find that rental to rest along the way or journey with you to find your home destination. Investors and commercial enterprises too, call us and we'll walk the distance to place your business in just the right location. Owners, leave the headaches to us. We'll find your tenants or buyers while you stay at home. We'll even manage your property at your bidding. Anything real estate, come home to Gittins & Gittins Real Estate. Call us at 760-3280 or 747-1220 or visit us at 16 Fifth Street in Woodbrook.
The home of Caribbean content is growing and we welcome you to be a part of the #1 platform for young personalities who are driven to make a positive impact in society. As we continue to reach every corner of Trinidad and Tobago through our daily broadcasts, our social media pages, or through our 75+ digital billboards across the nation, contact us to learn about our competitive rates via marketing at wesncc.com or call us at 628-5835. WESN Content Capital, television with a difference.
If these walls could talk, they'd cry uncle. They didn't plan to become offices or yoga studios. But they've stood by us, even when we got a little stir-crazy. For that, they deserve some thanks. They deserve Benjamin Moore.
Our award-winning show is back, and this season promises to be even more exciting than before. What's Up, Doc isn't just a title. It's a call to action for anyone who wants to improve their health and well-being. Join us on this thrilling ride towards better health on WESN Content Capital.
Are you driven, ambitious, and ready to earn? WESN, the Content Capital, is expanding, and we're looking for dynamic media sales executives to join our team. Sell powerful advertising solutions across television, digital, and social media platforms, and help brands tell their story. If you have strong communication skills, a passion for sales, and the drive to succeed, join WESN today. Send your CV to marketing@wesncc.com or WhatsApp 68-61662 and start building your future.
Take some time for yourself or spend some time with the family at Sandy Point Village Hotel. Enjoy our various studio and suite apartments, self-contained with their own kitchenettes and Wi-Fi. We also have our famous 100-foot swimming pool and our beachfront restaurant, the Steak and Lobster Grill. And our location in Crown Point puts us near the center of activity from the nylon pool to the local nightlife. Call us and make your reservations at 639-8533, 389-2378 or email us at sandypointvillagehotel@gmail.com.
The home of Caribbean content is growing and we welcome you to be a part of the #1 platform for young personalities who are driven to make a positive impact in society. As we continue to reach every corner of Trinidad and Tobago through our daily broadcasts, our social media pages, or through our 75+ digital billboards across the nation, contact us to learn about our competitive rates via marketing at wesncc.com or call us at 628-5835. WESN Content Capital, television with a difference.
Knowing how to tell authentic is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Find it, match it, search it. Step 1. Find the style number on the tag. Step 2. Match the style number inside the jersey with the number on the tag. Step 3. Search it. A quick Google search of the style number will verify the jersey is authentic when the search results match the jersey being searched. Don't be fooled by counterfeit jerseys. Before you buy, remember to find it, match it, search it.
Fan Zone, 2 locations nationwide. Center City Mall, Chaguanas and Movie Town, Port of Spain. Nationwide delivery available.
Something very important, there is an intrinsic neurotrophic factor that is released through myokines, that is some peptides that we have in our muscle that produce neuromodulation and increase that peptide in the brain to increase the neurocognitive of the brain.
I'm glad you said that. Right. So exercise has an important part to play in the aging brain. As we get older, our gray matter does shrink. We have reduction of synapses, but exercise is shown to actually improve our cognitive functioning.
Totally.
WESN.
Good morning and welcome to AM Prime on WESN. I am Takia Thompson, your host for our Motivational Monday show. To all our viewers, we hope you had a safe and productive weekend over the days and you are ready to start this week by storm. Today's morning boost, we start with mindfulness, defeating distraction and amplifying awareness. So take a look at this video.
On a rainy Monday evening back in 1999, I was sitting at home on the couch. I'd been depressed and I was barely passing uni. My mind was really cloudy and I was really unmotivated. My phone rang and it was my friend Will, and he asked if I wanted to go along to this meditation class he was heading to, and I was like, sure, that sounds good. And so I went. And the moment they started talking about how our mind works and how we create our own stress through mental habits of reactivity and distractedness, it just made perfect sense to me. And then when we did some meditation, suddenly, just for a moment, I was free from all of that. The next day when I woke up, I did a little bit more, and over time it became a bit of a habit. And pretty quickly, I started to feel better. Less cloudy, more motivated. And I was also more focused. I remember sitting in a lecture and zoning out for a second, as I used to do, but just catching myself almost immediately and just bringing my attention back to what the lecturer was saying. And I started to absorb more of the information. And then I had this funny experience of being in my final year psych exams and not just guessing what the answers were, which was kind of good. And in that moment, I knew that mindfulness was going to become a really important part of my life and was also something that we should teach in schools. We need mindfulness more than ever now. The pace of things has certainly picked up since '99. We're bombarded with information. You know, the average person today is exposed to more information in a single day than someone in the 15th century would have encountered in their entire life. To cope with this, we're sold this myth that we need to multitask. But have any of you noticed how that actually just makes things worse? The human brain processes information one bit after another, not in parallel. So when we think we're multitasking, we're actually attention switching. Which means that if you're sitting there right now, listening to what I'm saying, but also on your phone or thinking about something else, you're not actually catching everything I'm talking about. And every time we switch our attention from one thing to another, the attentional systems in the brain go offline for up to half a second. and we miss any information presented to us in that time. We don't normally notice that, but if you want to know what I'm talking about, try this simple experiment. Just say to yourself silently in your head the letters A to Z as fast as you can. And now the numbers 1 to 26. And now to switch letters and numbers, so A1, B2, C3, D4, up to Z26. Give it a go, as fast as you can. Exactly, right? Anybody noticing that really obvious slowing down as you go from the letter to the number? And who lost track after about D4? And did any of you find that difficult, even stressful? Yeah, so here's the thing. When we think we're multitasking, we're actually attention switching. And when we're doing that, we're slowing ourselves down, losing track of what we're doing, and creating unnecessary stress for ourselves. And just have a think, how many times in a typical day would you switch your attention from one thing to another? And if you multiply that by half a second, that'd start to add up, wouldn't it? Technology makes things even worse. The average person now checks their phone 150 times a day. And we're literally becoming addicted to our devices. And there's research that's found if you're in the middle of doing something complex, like writing an assignment, and you stop and check an email, when you get back to the assignment, it takes an average of 64 seconds to get your attention fully back into what you're doing. And if you do that every 5 minutes in a 40-hour work week, you waste 8.5 hours. It's a whole day of lost time. And get this, if your phone's on silent and vibrates in your pocket, and you don't even check it, you make 28% more errors on the task you're engaged in. So all of this distractedness and reactivity is making us much less effective learners and doers. And it's making us less happy. A lot of you probably know that depression is set to be the biggest health problem in the world by 2020. That's in 3 years' time. 75% of mental health problems begin between the ages of 15 and 25. But we're even seeing them in kids. 1 in 7 primary school kids has a diagnosed mental health disorder. And by the time they get to high school, that's increased to 1 in 4. And suicide, tragically, is the biggest killer of young people. So I don't think it's hyperbolic to say that we're facing a crisis in youth mental health. There is something we can do about it, though. Everything I've just been talking about we could think of as unmindfulness. When we're not paying attention to what we're doing, it's kind of like our body's in one place, but our mind's somewhere else. Mindfulness is the opposite of that. It's about having our body and our mind in the same place at the same time, and being fully present, engaged, and aware in each moment. It's an everyday experience, one that we all have. Looks like a lot of you are having a mindful moment right now, just listening to what I'm saying. If you think about what your hobbies are, your interests, you'll notice that they're things that engage your attention in the senses, whether it's cooking or sport or reading or music. And that's why you tend to feel happy and relaxed when you're doing those things. Or when you're in the zone, studying or at work, just focused on one thing. That's mindfulness. And we tend to be at our most productive when we're doing that. It's also something that we can practice. And here we get into what's sometimes called mindfulness meditation. Now, I'm not going to say a whole lot about this because there are lots of really great talks available online already about meditation. But I will say this. Meditation means attention training. And with mindfulness, we focus our attention on the present through the senses. We notice when the mind wanders, and it will. Right? It's the nature of the mind to wander. Some of you might have heard of that now famous Harvard research that's found that we're distracted nearly half our lives. And there's a report from Microsoft a few years ago that found that the average human attention span is now 8 seconds. 1 second less than a goldfish. So the mind will wander, it's a given, and we're not trying to stop that. And meditation is not about getting rid of our thoughts. It's about noticing when the mind's wandered so we can bring it back. And if we start to practice that, like anything we practice, we get better at it. So we notice when the mind's wandered and we learn just to bring it straight back without any further thinking or judgment. And we start to spend longer in the present and become more focused and engaged. And then we can apply that to anything we want, like study. It also changes the brain. The neuroscience shows that mindfulness meditation strengthens the prefrontal cortex and the hippocampus, 2 key learning areas associated with attention and memory. Meanwhile, it dials down the activation in the amygdala, the brain's fear center, so that we're less stressed and anxious. And this is why we're seeing meditation pop up in classrooms all around the world, which is an amazing thing. But mindfulness needs to be the source, not the side dish. We need to integrate it into each moment in the classroom, not just include it as an add-on. We need to create a mindful education system.
Now we move on to our mindset aspect segments with a powerful lineup of motivational talks that challenge us on how to think differently as we continue to grow with our lives, work, and everything that we may put our minds to do. Take a look at these clips.
The whole self-help industry, right? How can you be happy? What are the 5 steps you can follow to be a millionaire? What are the 7 steps that you need to get the career that you want? You know, me, 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 me. What about helping the guy next to you? What are the 5 steps that you can do to help the person next to you lose some weight? What are the 7 steps that you can follow to help the person next to you find the job that they want? Do you know how we get fulfillment? You can be happy because you did things at work. You can be proud because you did things at work. You can be excited because you had a big success at work. But you know how you feel fulfilled at work? When you do something for someone else. It's the only way we get that feeling. It's the only way we get that feeling. Do you know why the statistics say that over 90% of people don't feel fulfilled by the work they do? It's not because of the job, it's not because of the pay, it's not because of the benefits. It's because we don't help each other anymore. We sit in our cubes and we work. And anything that we turn to anybody is because we need something, we need to get something. And yet we don't put ourselves out there simply for no other reason than to help somebody else. Do you know what generosity is? Generosity is doing something for someone else expecting nothing in return. At no point ever. I did something for him, why won't he help me? It's not an equation. It's designed to help you feel good. And Mother Nature has given us this feeling when we do something for someone else to encourage us to do it. Because when we are in groups, when we are surrounded by people who believe what we believe, trust emerges and our very survival and progress goes up. Sex feels good. It's why we do it. And Mother Nature has provided that it will feel good so that we can do it more, so that we can procreate. That was not an accident, right? Well, the same goes here. That sense of fulfillment that we get was designed so that we'll do it more, so not only will we procreate, but we'll create strong senses of bonds and cultures amongst each other. I did a little experiment with a homeless person. Not like on them, it's not like electrodes. With them, voluntarily helped me. Because the whole idea of giving, right? You've all walked down the street and you've all seen someone begging and you either have or haven't thrown a few pennies in their cup. When you do, you feel good. You bought that feeling. That is a legitimate commercial transaction. You know, commercial transactions are defined as the exchange of consideration. There was an exchange of consideration here. You gave money, you got the feeling of goodwill. You paid for that feeling. If you didn't give money, you either feel nothing or you feel bad. You can't feel good by not giving. All right? You paid for that feeling. So now the question is, how is that person encouraging us to give? The joke is, they act like every corporation in the world. They talk about themselves. Me, 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 right? Like they sit there with their little outdoor advertising, little sign, right? And it says, I'm homeless, I'm hungry, I got 12 kids, I'm a veteran, God bless. They got it all in there. Trying to appeal to somebody, the religious vote, the veteran vote, you know, the child sympathizer, surround yourself with lots of pets, go for that one too, right? All in an attempt to get something from someone. Takers, not givers, right? All about me. Well, what do corporations do? We've added more RAM, we've added more ROM, we've added more speed. This one's #1. We're the biggest, we're the best. We've been around since 1969. We're better than them, we're faster than them. We're more efficient than that one. Me, 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 me. And so even if we buy their product, guess what? We don't really feel much. So I did this little experiment. I found a nice homeless lady on the streets of New York who's willing to help out. And I learned that with her sign, which was pretty typical, I'm homeless, I'm hungry, blah, 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 she makes between $20 and $30 a day for a day's worth of work, 8 to 10 hours of sitting there selling goodwill. 8 to 10 hours, she'll make $20 to $30. $30 is considered a good day. I changed her sign, and the new sign made her $40 in 2 hours. It's one of the reasons she's homeless is because she's decided that she only needs $20 to $30 a day to live. If she stayed, she would have made $150. The point is she made 40 bucks in 2 hours. What did the sign say? The sign said, if you only give once a month, please think of me next time. It has nothing to do with the taker. It has everything to do with the giver. And what are the objections people give when they don't give? I can't give to everyone. How do I know that they really need it? And so I addressed both those concerns. I know you can't give to everyone, so if you only give once a month, my cause is legitimate. I will still be here when you're ready to give. 40 bucks, 2 hours. Make it about them, not about you. The fact of the matter is 100% of customers are people. And 100% of clients are people. And 100% of employees are people. I don't care how good your product is, I don't care how good your marketing is, I don't care how good your design is. If you don't understand people, you don't understand business. Do you ever watch Deadliest Catch on the Discovery Channel? I was flipping through the channels one night and Deadliest Catch came on. And on this episode, they were in a huge storm. Now, for those of you who don't know Deadliest Catch, they take these crab fishing boats out in the Bering Sea, which is like terrible. And they put cameras on them, and we watch, right? The reason that's, I guess, significant is because these crab fishermen have, I think, one of the top 5 deadliest jobs in the world. You know, I don't know what the exact number is, but dozens of fishermen die every year doing this. We apparently find that entertaining, which it actually is. So they have cameras only on 5 or 6 of the ships, even though there are many, many, many ships that go out fishing every season, and they don't really come into proximity with each other because the ocean's huge, and they usually sabotage each other and give each other false information because they're all competitors. They're all looking to get the crabs and make sure that they find them and somebody else doesn't, and it's business, right? It's just business. It's okay. We all do the same thing in our own companies. And in this one episode, this big, huge storm was so violent that they had to bring all the pots, which are the big cages that they catch the crabs in. They had to bring all the pots back on the boat and wait out the storm. And just by dumb luck, one of the boats that had cameras on it was in proximity of a boat that didn't have cameras on it. And so they filmed, they had secured all their pots on the deck, and so they started filming the other boat. And they filmed a guy climbing on the outside of the cage, securing the pots. And all of a sudden, a huge wave hits the side of the boat, and the guy's not there anymore. And the people on the boat with the cameras start screaming, "Man overboard, man overboard, man overboard." And they turn their boat towards where they think he might be. He's a stranger, they don't know him, they don't know the crew members of the other boat, and yet they react. And they turn towards him. And they find him in the drink. And for those of you who don't understand how dangerous this is, if the water is so cold that if you're in the water for, I think that it's a minute or a minute 30, hypothermia will set in and you die. And they come upon him, and he's screaming, "Don't let me die, don't let me die." And they pull him on board, not out of the woods yet. They strip off his clothes, because it's wet and cold, and they wrap blankets around him to prevent hypothermia from setting in. And he survives. And it's overwhelming. And the captain comes down, and this is all on, I mean, you can go watch it on TV. The captain comes down, and he hugs this stranger, this young man, his competitor. He hugs this guy as if he's his own son. I lost it. Everybody is crying. And you realize what happened here was a human interaction. And the reason that they risk their own lives to help this other person, even though they spend every other day trying to get ahead and sabotage, is because at the end of the day, they're all crab fishermen. And they know something about each other. And they know something about the risk that they all take to do this. And when push comes to shove, they will put themselves out there to help each other for no other reason than they get it. They're one of the same. I will promise you that every single member of that crew that day went home with a feeling of fulfillment. I promise you that every single person on that crew that day felt more good in their hearts and in their jobs than the richest days that they've ever pulled in. My question is what are you doing to help the person next to you? Don't you want to wake up and go to work for the only reason that you can do something good for someone else? Wouldn't you want them to do that for you?
None of us are immune. Procrastination sneaks up on us all, some worse than others. In this video, we'll go over the science of procrastination and provide you with actionable advice to overcome it. Piers Steel describes an equation useful in understanding procrastination. He argues that motivation is equal to expectancy times value divided by impulsiveness times delay, whereby motivation is the willingness to do work, which is essentially the opposite of procrastination. Breaking down the equation, expectancy refers to how much you expect to succeed at doing the task and thereby getting the anticipated reward. The more you expect being successful, the less likely you're going to procrastinate on it. Value refers to how much you enjoy doing a task and how much you're going to enjoy the reward. The more value you derive from a task or the reward, the more likely you're going to get straight to work. Impulsiveness refers to your tendency to get distracted by other things. High impulsivity lures you to Instagram or Facebook instead of doing the work at hand. Delay refers to the time lapse until receiving the anticipated reward. The longer the delay, the more likely you are to procrastinate, as you figure it's something you can just take care of later. Now, we want to maximize expectancy and value as they are directly proportional to motivation, and we want to minimize impulsiveness and delay as they are inversely proportional. Let's go over actionable steps on how to use the equation to our advantage and overcome procrastination. First, break down the steps. With any task you need to do, whether studying for an exam or completing a project, break it down to smaller steps. Doing so will increase expectancy in our procrastination equation, as smaller tasks seem much easier to accomplish than larger projects. While everyone has a different sweet spot, I find that being hyper-specific with timelines is very helpful for me. For example, if I need to study for an exam next week and I have several lectures and practice problems to go through, I will take a few minutes to think which lectures I should complete on each day, as well as how many practice problems. I input everything into Things 3, which is my personal to-do app of choice, but you should obviously use whatever tool you prefer. You can see an example of a highly structured daily and weekly timeline I created in Excel in my Step 1 study schedule video. This high level of structure works for me and for my personality, but it definitely does not work for everyone. Again, figure out what works best for you. Number 2, keep the task small. The hardest part in getting work done is just starting. One of my favorite study hacks to address this is the Pomodoro technique. In short, you work 25-minute blocks, each separated by a 5-minute break. During each block, you focus on just one small task. In my Pomodoro technique video, I go over in more detail what the technique is and exactly how to use it. This was actually revolutionary for my study habits. I only started using it in med school. And you may be thinking, how does this actually help me get started on my work? Going back to our equation, this increases expectancy. If I sat down to study and I told myself, I need to study for 5 hours, I would definitely get distracted very, very easily. But if I instead tell myself, I only need to study for 25 minutes on this one little task, it becomes far less daunting. And it becomes much easier to not only get started, but also stay focused for the 25-minute Pomodoro. Number 3, set the bar low. This is yet another trick to increase the expectancy in our equation. Set the goal to something less than what you are actually capable of. I have used this recently for my own meditation practice. When I set out to meditate 20 minutes every day, I only got around to doing it a couple times per week. It just felt like I never had time to actually sit down and do 20 minutes of meditation, so I rarely did. Instead, I lowered my expectations by aiming to meditate just 2 minutes every day. By lowering the bar, I found myself meditating most days, and even though I set the goal as just 2 minutes, I almost always exceeded it. Number 4, hack pleasure from the experience of studying. Do you ever feel like studying is boring? What if you don't actually support the immediate outcomes of the task? Let's say you don't know what you want, or maybe you have unclear priorities. These examples all point to low value in our equation. Increasing value will help us overcome procrastination. So how do we increase value? One way is by giving yourself a reward for completing a task. For example, you can reward yourself with a healthy and tasty meal, or by hanging out with your friends after and only after you finish your chemistry homework. Number 5, use Parkinson's law to your advantage. The idea that you can complete your task at a later time can crush even the most productive individuals. Enter Parkinson's law. Parkinson's law states that work expands to fill the time allotted to it, meaning if you have only 30 minutes of work to do, but you allot 2 hours of work to do it, then you'll end up spending the entire 2 hours. As I've stated in other videos, I use this technique frequently by creating artificial deadlines that force me to get work done more efficiently. These artificial deadlines decrease delay in our motivation equation, thus decreasing the likelihood of procrastination. The trick is to not be too aggressive with your timeline, as it can lead to unnecessary stress. With time, you will get more accurate at gauging how long a task will take and how to use Parkinson's law to your advantage. Number 6, be deliberate with your study environment. We can all agree that one of the biggest killers to our productivity are distractions. Avoiding distractions through sheer willpower is unlikely to be fruitful long term. Rather, approach it prophylactically by crafting a work environment that minimizes distractions. In doing so, we're decreasing impulsivity from our motivation equation. For me, this translates to placing my phone on airplane mode, putting my Mac on Do Not Disturb, and going full screen with the work at hand. If working at home distracts you, then opt for a library or a coffee shop instead. Above all, make sure you minimize your digital distractions. I have found that any other type of distraction pales in comparison to the focus-killing nature of notifications from your phone, smartwatch, or computer. And last, number 7, understand your personality type. The issue with advice in general is that one suggestion can work wonders for one individual, but not for another. Of the previous 6 tips, I am doubtful that any of them will not work for you, but I am confident that some will work much better than others. Now, a big part of optimizing your own life, whether that's productivity or study habits, diet, exercise, or anything else, is understanding oneself. One of the tips that didn't make this list, for example, is accountability. And that's because it's highly effective for some individuals with a certain personality type, but significantly less so for others.
If you want to change the world, start off by making your bed. If you make your bed every morning, you will have accomplished the first task of the day. It will give you a small sense of pride, and it will encourage you to do another task, and another, and another. And by the end of the day, that one task completed will have turned into many tasks completed. Making your bed will also reinforce the fact that the little things in life matter. If you can't do the little things right, you'll never be able to do the big things right. And if by chance you have a miserable day, you will come home to a bed that is made, that you made. And a made bed gives you encouragement that tomorrow will be better. To pass SEAL training, there are a series of long swims that must be completed. One is the night swim. Before the swim, the instructors joyfully brief the students on all the species of sharks that inhabit the waters off San Clemente. They assure you, however, that no student has ever been eaten by a shark, at least not that they can remember. But you are also taught that if a shark begins to circle your position, stand your ground. Do not swim away. Do not act afraid. And if the shark, hungry for a midnight snack, darts towards you, then summons up all your strength and punch him in the snout, and he will turn and swim away. There are a lot of sharks in the world. If you hope to complete the swim, you will have to deal with them. So if you want to change the world, don't back down from the sharks. Over a few weeks of difficult training, my SEAL class, which started with 150 men, was down to just 42. There were now 6 boat crews of 7 men each. I was in the boat with the tall guys, but the best boat crew we had was made up of the little guys, the Munchkin crew, we called them. No one was over 5'5". The Munchkin boat crew had 1 American Indian, 1 African American, 1 Polish American, 1 Greek American, 1 Italian American, and 2 tough kids from the Midwest. They out-paddled, outran, and outswam all the other boat crews. The big men in the other boat crews would always make good-natured fun of the tiny little flippers the Munchkins put on their tiny little feet prior to every swim. But somehow these little guys from every corner of the nation and the world always had the last laugh, swimming faster than everyone and reaching the shore long before the rest of us. SEAL training was a great equalizer. Nothing mattered but your will to succeed, not your color, not your ethnic background, not your education, not your social status. If you want to change the world, measure a person by the size of their heart, not by the size of their flippers. The 9th week of training is referred to as Hell Week. It is 6 days of no sleep, constant physical and mental harassment, and 1 special day at the Mud Flats. The Mud Flats are an area between San Diego and Tijuana where the water runs off and creates the Tijuana Sloughs, a swampy patch of terrain where the mud will engulf you. It is on Wednesday of Hell Week that you paddle down to the Mud Flats and spend the next 15 hours trying to survive the freezing cold, the howling wind, and the incessant pressure to quit from the instructors. As the sun began to set that Wednesday evening, my training class, having committed some egregious infraction of the rules, was ordered into the mud. The mud consumed each man till there was nothing visible but our heads. The instructors told us we could leave the mud if only 5 men would quit. Only 5 men, just 5 men, and we could get out of the oppressive cold. Looking around the mud flat, it was apparent that some students were about to give up. It was still over 8 hours till the sun came up. 8 more hours of bone-chilling cold. The chattering teeth and the shivering moans of the trainees were so loud, it was hard to hear anything. And then one voice began to echo through the night. One voice raised in song. The song was terribly out of tune, but sung with great enthusiasm. One voice became 2, and 2 became 3, and before long, everyone in the class was singing. The instructors threatened us with more time in the mud if we kept up the singing, but the singing persisted, and somehow the mud seemed a little warmer, and the wind a little tamer, and the dawn not so far away. If I have learned anything in my time traveling the world, it is the power of hope. The power of one person, a Washington, a Lincoln, King, Mandela, and even a young girl from Pakistan, Malala. One person can change the world by giving people hope. So if you want to change the world, start each day with a task completed. Find someone to help you through life. Respect everyone. Know that life is not fair and that you will fail often. But if you take some risks, step up when the times are the toughest, face down the bullies, lift up the downtrodden, and never ever give up. If you do these things, the next generation and the generations that follow will live in a world far better than the one we have today. And what started here will indeed have changed the world for the better.
We may come from tiny islands, but the world knows who we are. We can't help but be great. We are unique in our sound, our style, the way we move, the way we tell our stories. We are no strangers to accomplishing what has never been accomplished before. And anyone who has accomplished their goals has done so through focus and obsession.
I'm calling on you today to set positive goals and not just be a bystander or someone who goes through life without following a passion. I want to encourage you to find your passion and go after it. Even if it means getting up earlier, going to bed later, or enduring discomfort.
Flores down the ground, absolutely brilliant strike from Amplia.
If you want to run, then run. If you want to design, then design. Sing, paint, build, create, or even fly. Whatever it is, become a person of value. Don't be afraid of failure. As we Trinis say, you can't play mass if you're afraid powder. Keep moving forward. It's your job to find out what your talents are, and you're not too old to still find a spark. Don't listen to the detractors. The things that you are criticized for today may be the things you get paid for tomorrow. I am living proof of that. Become more than you were yesterday. Each of us has to help keep our country beautiful, and we need to respect and preserve our heritage. It's not somebody else's responsibility, it's all of our responsibility. It is said that the billionaire and the beggar both only get 24 hours a day. It's what they do with their time that makes the difference. Make your time count.
In today's world of overstimulation, seemingly unlimited distractions and short attention spans, it's no wonder there are so many people who don't succeed. It's no wonder so many people never achieve anything significant. It's no wonder so many people never reach their true potential. If you want to achieve anything great, you must shut out all distractions. Successful people are focused people. Successful people could go into a space where they shut out everything, where they lock in on the task in front of them, lock in on their goal, lock in on their dream. If it is important enough to you, you will shut out all distractions. Shut the door, turn your phone off, turn off social media, lock in, focus, and get the job done. A recent study pointed out that the average adult spends around 1 hour and 40 minutes every day on social media. That is nearly 12 hours per week, over 50 hours per month, 616 hours per year. It adds up to 128 days over a period of 5 years. 128 days wasted every 5 years. Imagine if you used that time better. Just imagine if you replaced that wasted time with completely focused time, working on something you love. The person you will be in 5 years' time will be very different depending on which path you choose to take. Those who don't succeed, let's call them, I don't know, the majority, they're like a puppy with a bone. Anytime a bone comes along, social media likes your comments, a text message, a TV show, an opportunity at another night out, any attention or meaningless distraction, they drop everything important to them and chase the bone. They could be sitting on $1 million idea, something that could change their life completely, but as soon as that bone comes along, they follow it, day in and day out. Meaningless distractions tearing people away from a life they deserve. Meanwhile, they are left feeling empty inside because they haven't fed their soul with the pride that comes from self-growth. Growth from shutting out the world and going all in on their dream. Growth from finding a way when there seems to be no way. Growth that comes when you go beyond the life you thought you were capable of. Every time you choose something over your goal, you form a bad habit. A habit that gets stronger and eventually overpowers your goal. It defeats your dream. Form a different habit. A habit of discipline. Discipline from shutting out what most won't, so you have the things most don't. A habit of going all in. A habit of integrity. When you say your goal matters to you, show that it matters. Make it a priority. If you want to achieve great things, shut out the distractions of this world and make your goal a priority. Steve Jobs once said, people think focus means saying yes to the thing you've got to focus on. But that's not what it means at all. It means saying no to the 100 other good ideas that there are. You have to pick carefully. You have to be able to shut out everything but the most important thing that you must do right now. Get it done with 100% of your presence and attention. Give it everything you have, your heart and your soul. That will ensure your best work and will lead to your next best result. Zig Ziglar said, lack of direction, not lack of time, is the problem. We all have 24-hour days. Now that's the truth if I've ever heard it. We all have 24 hours in a day. How you spend that time will determine where you end up in life. How you spend your 24 hours will determine if you live with pride or regret. How you spend your 24 hours will determine if you survive or thrive. Now it's time to focus. Lock out the things you don't need. Lock in on the life you must have. Prepare yourself for now so you can enjoy later.
Now, we hope these videos, in the order that they were set, you're able to take away something from it. As we're about to take a short break, stay with us as we have more in store for you.
Maybe he landed here totally by coincidence. But if by chance he's admiring your fresh coat of Benjamin Moore soft sky blue, well, that's a pretty high compliment. Coming from an expert.
In this day of stay-at-home and work from home, home has never meant more than it does today. Whether you're looking to buy, rent, or build your new home, now is the time to get going. Gittins & Gittins real estate agents are here to take you to that place of your dreams. Let us take you home. We help you find that rental to rest along the way, or journey with you to find your home destination. Investors and commercial enterprises too, call us and we'll walk the distance to place your business in just the right location. Owners, leave the headaches to us. We'll find your tenants or buyers while you stay at home. We'll even manage your property at your bidding. Anything real estate, come home to Gittins & Gittins Real Estate. Call us at 760-3280 or 747-1220 or visit us at 16 Fifth Street in Woodbrook.
Hi, I am Emiliana Beechan and I am a mental health and conflict resolution consultant. Welcome to Mind Matters, the show where we explore the intricate world of mental health and the art of conflict resolution. Join us as we hear from mental health professionals, conflict resolution experts, and everyday people who have transformed their lives through understanding and communication. Mind Matters, WESN Content Capital.
Pastor J, I want to get a tattoo.
You really
respond
wanna,
to me. Respond to me how you would respond to me.
The first question I'll ask is why?
Controversial taboo topics.
We get so consumed by church, we forget that we have to live the life of being a Christian.
outside of the Sunday
like you say,
services.
we think going to a service makes us a Christian.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. So here we are about to hear the second time Pastor J wanted to take a tattoo.
Would have been late last year and early this year.
Oh gosh.
Hope Unfiltered podcast with Pastor J and Ren.
The home of Caribbean content is growing, and we welcome you to be a part of the #1 platform for young personalities who are driven to make a positive impact in society. As we continue to reach every corner of Trinidad and Tobago through our daily broadcasts, our social media pages, or through our 75+ digital billboards across the nation, contact us to learn about our competitive rates via marketing at wesncc.com or call us at 628-5835. WESN Content Capital, television with a difference.
Welcome back. Last week and along the weekend, from the 9th to the 11th, Trade Investment Convention, TIC 2026, occurred. Now, we here at WESN had the privilege of interviewing Ansel Motors, Evolve Mobility, Infinity Lakes, Sasha, a lovely young lady, our own booth, as well as Vox Pop with the buyers. And we just want to thank all of our staff for going out and being a part of it. Neil, Cash, Ronaldo, Jada, Naomi, and myself, with just being a part of that experience and having a blast with having these interviews with persons. And as I always say to close the show off, we have Sean up next with Talking Points. You'd want to stick around for 8. Stay safe, stay positive, stay informed, and I'll leave you with these interviews to carry on your morning with.
Hi, Naomi here from WSN, and we are at TIC 2026. I'm here with Michael, Proton sales rep from Ansel Motors, and we are at the Ansel Motors booth. Now, Michael, were you here last year at TIC?
No, I wasn't, unfortunately.
Okay, fair enough, but it being your first time, how is it so far for your personal experience as well as for the Ansel booth?
I think it's quite successful. There's a lot of traction. There's a lot of people who are engaging to know about new products as well as scouting for products as we can see. Another thing also I do appreciate is that people's curiosity is like high, so that means their mind are open to accept new things that we can push out.
Yeah. Now, behind us is one of the Proton vehicles.
Yes.
Which one is this?
This is the Proton EMAS 7. It's an all-electric. So if you think about having gas, that's completely no. No gas, saving on electric by hundreds.
Wow. Now, I really want to see the inside. Can we have a view of the inside?
Yes, you can. And you can come down to the showroom at any time as well to get test drives, to view the vehicle, or even to find out any question that you have on electric vehicles.
So, now that we are in the vehicle, I want to know what is the best part about this car.
Well, there's so much. Maybe we could start from a random one. So this car has 16 speakers, right? A subwoofer in the back, as well as you get 2 speakers in your headrest for incoming calls. If it is you want to have it more private for the car, so that the whole car don't hear conversation too much. Right. Another feature is it has a relax mode where you can relax and you can listen to the waves as you relax.
Wow.
Right? You can also get raindrops, which can maybe put you to sleep.
Yes.
Right?
Well, no one wants that while they're driving.
Nah, well, this is like, let's say you had a long day at work, you're just stressed out, you just want to take a 5-face before you get out on the road.
Yeah.
That's where you're going to take
Have
this.
you ever parked in your car and just took a rest?
Maybe get into the car in the parking lot and be like, yeah, boy, I just mentally drain myself out from the day.
Yeah.
Right? Also, the most famous feature with this car is that for safety, right? For you to stay focused on the road, you can use your voice to activate things within the car. For example, hi Proton, open the sunshade.
Okay.
Right? So anything that distracts you away from the steering wheel, like for example your radio, your AC, your windows, all these things, you can then use the voice command, which is the co-pilot, to help you, assist you with like operating these options.
Yes. Now I noticed there's a lot of well, what looks to be compartments, and everybody loves compartments. We love to put keys, to put hand sanitizer, whatever it may be, to store. Now, can we see the different compartments?
Well, the most outstanding one is for the ladies, right? So below here, with your floating center console, there's a space here that you put your handbag. So you can't put it, it's going to be up here to be congested or to block you, anything like that.
Yeah.
The car has 33 compartments in total, right? So we have one here, there's 2 in the back below the seat, there's a box below there that keeps the bottle cool, in the doors, cup compartment, the trunk is going to have additional space as well.
Right. Now, what is the Proton generally going for, price-wise?
Well, this is the highest trim, right? The premium trim, and it goes at $299.
Gotcha. Last thing, let's talk about the bonnet. There's no engine.
Right. So it's a moto. It's a 12-in-1 moto, right? The service is done by Answer Motors, as well as any updates is also by Answer Motors. It's directly plugged in from Answer, it's directly plugged into Geely Motors or Proton, right? Directly to server, so therefore there's no over-the-air updates or anything like that.
Yeah.
And the moto, one thing also, right? You get 8 years warranty on it along with the battery.
Right. Now, Michael is, as you can see, Michael is very versed and he knows a lot about the Proton. So if you are interested and want to learn more about the Proton yourself, you can come down to TIC 2026 at the Center of Excellence and speak with Michael at the Answer Motors booth. Sorry.
Today is day 3 at TIC 2026. I'm Takia Thompson, host at WESN, and I'm here with...
I'm Shreya. I'm the Strategic Partnership Lead in Evolve Mobility.
So lovely to have you in this interview with us. So, how has been the experience so far been at TIC?
It's a great experience. We definitely have a lot of people interested in this vehicle because we're actually the company who bring this vehicle in Trinidad. Wow. And this vehicle compared to the existing vehicle in Trinidad, for the price range, it's bigger than most of them. Yeah. It's bigger than a 2026 CRV and it's only 255,000 TTD.
Wow, that's really good.
And it's full electric.
And what's the name of this vehicle someone's coming to get?
The name is Leap Moto. Leap Moto C10. So Leap Moto has the A level, B level, C level, D level. C level represents mid-class SUV.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the C level that we have here?
Yeah, this is C level. We have C10.
What can you tell us is one of the best features about the car?
It actually have a built-in dash camera, so nobody can hit and run.
So now we'd like to go on the inside and maybe you can show us some of the features.
Sure, no problem.
Okay, great.
You wanna get in?
Yeah. Okay. So now that we're inside, can you give us back the name again?
Leap Moto C10.
So this is inside the Leap Moto C10?
Yeah.
From just looking at it, there isn't any gears. So how do you even begin to start driving this vehicle?
Yeah, take a guess. Where is the gear?
I am gonna assume that it has something to do with the hands or the clutch or...
So the gear is here.
Right.
Once you mash the brake, so the car is already on, right? Okay. So if you actually mash the brake, you're gonna go. When you mash the brake and pull it down, you're going forward, pulling up, you're going backwards, and when you're ready to park, you just press the side button here, and the handbrake will be automatically on.
Wow.
Yeah, so actually have no handbrake.
So no handbrake at all?
No handbrake.
Everything is all...
Yeah. So this car have a one pedal driving mode, which means once you slow down to 0, your temporary handbrake will automatically on. So if you accidentally remove your foot, you'll be okay.
Okay.
You will not hit anybody. Yeah.
Wow, that's actually one of a really cool segment to just have in the car.
Yeah.
And something fun that you can tell us about the car.
Yeah, sure. First, you can see the AC. You can see there's no AC vent, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing for it to adjust. So how you put it on is you just put it on and you can drag it.
Wow.
You can drag it up and down. It will blow to you or don't blow to you. And you can also have like a one button setting, one free air, you want swipe, you want direct, indirect, for passenger and for the driver as well.
Yeah.
And also, as you can see, before we start, this seat was down, so both of the seats, this head side could be removed, and it can go flat and connect to the back seat, so it become a bed.
Wow.
Yeah, they actually made a mattress just for this car, so people can sleep overnight in it. When you go camping,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is like the ideal car to get, like you said, for camping or for anyone who wants to just have that nap time, after work it can be stressful.
Yeah.
Everything is with a touch that is happening right now.
Yes, exactly. And also when you go camping, they also have something you can have an outlet and you plug in, so you can charge your electric stove, you can cook on site and those things, yeah.
That's actually really cool. And how does the front of the car look in terms of having an engine, or is it all auto, and how does it work?
This car is for electric. How electric car work is, this is the battery, and this is 4 wheels, and this is rear-wheel drive, so the motor will be in the back, so have no engine. Electric car have no engine and no transmission, they don't have all those headaches.
So how would charging work when it comes to that?
We give you a free home charging station once you get the car, and you just need a 220 outlet.
Wow.
Yeah.
What is something fun or exciting that you can leave with customers to convince them more to just get this vehicle?
Well, you can talk to the car, you can say, hi, leaf motor, open the sunshade, close the sunshade, turn on the AC, turn off the AC, and look at this. If you have a child in the back, right, and you want to open the window for them, you can just do this.
Wow.
Yeah, and you also have the option, you can slightly open, which means your window just gonna have a crack. That is the hardest thing to do with a window, honestly, right? You just want a little bit, you got air in, but you don't have other things.
Okay.
Yeah, and this one, they have all the safety features. And what I like about this car is, most of cars have their safety features. I have a lot for you to choose from. But as females, sometimes we can read it, but we don't know what they means, right?
Yes.
And Leap Moto, so sweet. They made a video for all the functions. So you can see this function means when cars approach you from the back, when they too close to you, they're gonna warn you.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is some really cool functions to have in a car. I'm very convinced, and I know that a lot of people will be convinced as well.
Yeah.
Where can we find you on the outside of TIC?
We located in Kunopia, and you can find us on Instagram, Drive Evolve.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, no problem.
I'm here with Rain. Rain, tell us how has been the experience so far at TIC?
Hi, morning everyone. So TIC has been great so far, not just in terms of promoting the development here at Infinity Lakes, but also in terms of just increasing overall brand awareness. It's been great to see everyone come out and share what's been going on in Trinidad lately. So great so far.
Now, can you tell us about Infinity Lakes Twin City and what it offers?
Right, so Infinity Lakes Twin City is a premium development. It's lots of land. We only have 7 more remaining at this point in time, but they're going quickly. It's great. Located close to the airport, close to ETS Mall. You have lots of amenities. Great space, premium real estate.
Now, it does sound premium, and I love how you're talking about it. So tell us, where can we find you outside of TIC?
So outside of TIC, all you have to do is look up House Heroes TT anywhere. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, we're everywhere. Feel free to reach out. We're always looking for new clients. Can't wait to hear from you all.
Thank you so much, Rain.
Thank you all. You'll have a wonderful day. Bye.
I'm here with Sasha. Welcome. So lovely to have you, Sasha. Can you tell us who you are here with the convention with?
Today I am here with actually my company. This is SW Business Consulting Agency. We offer business support solutions for any type of business, small, medium, large. We offer compliance support and structural development as well. So we work with people that are interested in doing holding companies, trust funds, trust companies, and different things like that as well. We provide banking support as well and some credit support solutions.
Wow. And now, Sasha, what inspired you with this business?
Inspiration, initially we started with just needing to make money, honestly. But then I really found a niche in the market of business support and people actually needing that support where administrative and compliance regulations and standards are concerned. And so I found that I enjoyed the industry and I liked learning about it and I liked sharing my knowledge with people. And as I grew as a business owner, I felt the need to grow others as well and share the knowledge. And then it just became something, and now I enjoy it and I share and I that's just it. It's just what it is now, and I have a passion for it, and I love doing it.
Well, you definitely sound passionate about what you're doing. How has been the convention so far?
This entire trade show, first of all, I wish we had the time to be a part of it. SWBCA, we are simply consumers today, as we're coming in as buyers, that's fine. But I wish we were able to be a part of it because it's such an excellent exhibition of like a wide range of different things that you could, outside there's filled. Like I was walking through and I'm saying this is a lot, and it is super filled with information and different companies that people can benefit from. I love it.
So where can persons find you on the outside of the TIC?
We are located at 79 Arapita Avenue in Woodbrook, and we are upstairs Riley's. Apart from that, we are on Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp. Our Instagram is SW Business Consulting Agency, Facebook SW Business Consulting Agency as well, and WhatsApp 3420192.
Thank you so much, Sasha. Any parting words you'd like to leave with the viewers looking on?
Call SWBCA. We give you the help you deserve.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you, darling.
Hi, good day. I am Ronaldo Graham. I'm the sales executive for WESN Content Capital, located Woodbrook, Gattaca Street, actually. And we are here at TIC 2026, basically to showcase what it is that we're offering. We're a local television and broadcasting network, and we are a production house as well. So we are a media facility that we offer a platform to all persons and businesses willing to extend their services. We provide a platform in which you can do that, and we are here at TIC basically to share that information to everyone else. We have our live stream, which is 24 hours, and we also have our digital platforms, which extend over 100,000 followers on both Facebook, Instagram, and all other social media handles. So I am Ronaldo Graham, that's R-E-Y-N-A-L-D-O, Graham, G-R-A-H-A-M, a sales executive, WESN Content Capital.
Hi, so it's Naomi here from WESN, and I'm here with a TIC buyer. What's your name?
My name is Abianca Alexander Dick of Tours Venice Rental Services.
Nice to meet you, Abianca. So, you mentioned to me before that you come to TIC every year. What is the best part about TIC?
The best part about TIC for me is seeing so many diverse businesses all in one space. So sometimes I would come thinking that I would see people within the financial sector mostly, or people within the manufacturing sector on a large scale. But it's also heartwarming to see the smaller businesses get attention as well in this forum, because all the vendors, after they spend time within their own booth, everybody starts getting nomadic. So you see people from this side, they'll go visit where all the SMEs are on the other side, and vice versa. So the opportunities expand when you have spaces like this in existence for small businesses and big businesses as well. So that's one of the things I really like about TIC.
Nice. Now you mentioned your own business.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that business. And do you have a booth here at TIC?
Well, I do not have a booth here this year, but my particular business, I do rentals of cake stands, dessert stands, custom-made large towers where you can hold multiple things on one beautiful stand, right? So I'm usually promoted in a way where I am creating an experience for clients because of the items that I have. And I also do event MC and hosting as well. And I like to just break the ice when it comes to me entering into a space. I read the room and I know exactly what I'm supposed to do, and it always goes over well. So those are my passions.
Gotcha. What is the comparison, really quickly, between being at TIC as a buyer and being at TIC as an exhibitor?
Ooh, buyer versus exhibitor. In a case like that, as a buyer, I have the opportunity to look at things from the consumer's perspective. So I would look at different businesses in terms of what do I need? Are they answering the questions that I have? Are they serving a particular need that I have as a buyer? Because I may walk through and I may see a business that I have never seen before in existence, right? And then eventually I may start thinking, maybe this is something I did not think about before that I might consider venturing towards. And as an exhibitor, you have everybody coming to you. So you want the traffic coming to your space, right? And the fact that it's over a course of 3 days, you'll know you'll have some people available on one day, not available on the other day, but the crowd is always different. And because the crowd is always different, it's always a benefit as an exhibitor to market to different types of people. And sometimes who your ideal client might be may not even be there in terms of who you would traditionally market to, but in a forum like this, you'll definitely see, oh, there are other markets that I could actually appeal to and be exposed to at the same time. So that's my take on that.
Awesome. Now before you continue your TIC experience, just one last time tell us your business, where people can find you.
Okay, so Tours Beniz, Toursbe with an accent. It's French meaning blessed. That's why I chose the name, because I want my things to be a blessing to any event and myself to be a blessing to any event space that I enter into. So I do rentals of cake stands, cupcake stands, dessert items. I don't bake. Don't ask me to bake, please. Right? And I enjoy doing hosting event services. You can find me on Instagram at _Tours Beniz and on Facebook under my business name, Tours Beniz Rental Services.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Bianca, and I do hope you enjoy the rest of your TIC experience.
Yes, thank you very much for this interview.
Hi, it's Naomi, and we're here at TIC 2026. I am standing here with
Christian Lake.
Hi, Christian. So, is this your first time here at TIC?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
So, how was the experience so far?
It's amazing. I feel like if I had known I would have been here all the time. I feel like, this is insane, this is crazy.
What is the best part about TIC, the TIC experience as a buyer?
Learning all these things that I didn't know existed, and getting to know more and
What are some of the booths that you stopped by that left an impact or that you remember?
Oh, I didn't stop by plenty so far, but we stopped by Explore Uganda. I love their coffee, and we just stopped by the trading. I can't remember the name, but learning to invest and then the credit one over there, the Credit Express.
Credit Express,
So much things to learn and more to go. So
you can safely say you'll be back.
Of course, of course.
Is this your first year at TIC?
No, we've been here every time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So what is the best part about TIC for you?
The food.
The food.
The food.
Is that what brings you back every year?
Every year, yes, definitely. The food.
Wow. As you're here this year, what are some of the booths that you remember that left a lasting memory?
The Arawak booth, the Osaka, the KC booth.
Okay, all the food booths. Is this your first time here at TIC?
No, this is not. This is our second time. It is a really good experience. I think for first comers, my first time, it was like you get to play games and win prizes, and it's definitely a social networking kind of vibe. So I think when you come here, you should check out most of the booths, get free samples, win free prizes, and most definitely check out businesses.
Yes.
I saw a business velocity, free shipping, free membership. Not free shipping, you're getting a membership, and it's a lot of new information that you're hearing, and I was actually really interested. It's very informative.
Yeah. Were you here from early this morning?
No, I actually got here like 2 hours ago.
Okay.
And we've just been walking around, getting drinks. That's about it.
What is what has been the best booth that you've been to so far?
Well, I went to Shane Naturals, and we got leave-in conditioner samples, and that was excellent. We had to play a simple game, and we got 2 samples. That was excellent.
Love
because
that.
she has curly hair, so you know how that goes. Shane Naturals,
Yeah, and I use their products. It's really good.
It's really good?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what would you say to somebody who didn't come out this year, but for next year?
Next year you have to be here. The best, literally. If you have nothing to do on a day like this, come on down, get drinks, play games. It's nothing. You're not taking a lot of time out of your day. Just come here to stroll along. It's very fun.
Awesome. Thank you guys for stopping and chatting with us, and enjoy the rest of your TIC experience.
WESN.